All right, welcome. Tour of K Street. I'm gonna start on the inside. The listing agent is driving away right there. So I'll go do the front later, but she's very sweet, but a little chatty. So I was here with her for about 12 minutes, but got a lot of good info and developed a nice rapport. Okay, I'm standing in the front room. There I am. The home's cute. It's very nice. I like the neighborhood. Kind of go slow. Let's back towards the front door. Really cute front porch. Nice Japanese maple there. It's beautiful. Right out at your main front window. This gate on the side is great. There's a button, a remote to open it. I'll try and kind of get a floor plan too. I don't feel like it feels too small in here. It doesn't feel huge to me by any means. It's not like ample space, but I wouldn't say it feels tight. I mean, this is a proper dining set that they're using for staging. You know, with the 6 seats, you wouldn't have to use this room for dining, you know. Again, 1930s still has some of that charm. Front yard feels shady and private. Okay, so the kitchen's through there. So most of the home is this nice hardwood floor, which was sand and stained 20 years ago when the current owner moved in. But she was just a single woman here by herself. So floors are still in good shape. Let me get some lights here. So here's the kitchen. Not the biggest kitchen as it currently is laid out, but really a lot of potential here because you have all this room over here. So in my mind, you know, if you ever wanted to extend the countertops there, right, move the fridge over there, you know, keep or get rid of the island, I think you have some options, right? On the back side of this is gonna be that like built-in dining hutch. Here's your suggested pantry, right? Let's go back and peek. Yeah, so that's the suggested dining hutch. So you do have a decent amount of space through here. You know, if you wanted to take it down, right? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But my point is, with a little tweaking, I think it could be nice. There's also this room back here, which is a laundry room that's pretty good size, right? You can see, look, I'm walking 3, 4, 5 steps. Pretty good size. Obviously, this goes to the back. Backyard's really cute. Get out there in a second. Garage is open for us as well. So here's the small bedroom back here. Again, this is all tile. It's been tile since I walked into the kitchen. So it's an interesting room. You know, they're calling this one of the bedrooms. Definitely plenty big for Leon to be in here and be comfy and be at the back of the house where he should be nice and safe. The tile floors aren't ideal, but you know, you maybe could change the floor in the bedroom if you wanted to. Closet space there. We'll want to make sure that this is permanent. I think somebody's out there shouting. Oh boy. Tiles are a little loose in places. Yeah, we're in here. We're showing the house.
Oh, okay. I'm just right after you.
Okay, I'll be done in just a second, okay?
No worries. I'm alone. I'm just an agent.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm doing the same thing. I'm on FaceTime.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
There you go. Look at that. I like your style. All right. Back to this room here. So again, the tile looks like it easily would come up. That would be my suggestion. It's sloping a bit. You know, the listing agent says this is permitted, but I don't know. It's an interesting room. It doesn't feel like there's no smells of mold or anything in here. But it was definitely added, you know, she said prior to this owner, so 20 plus years ago. All right, coming back out through here is water heater, little extra closet space, crazy thing. I had an appointment too. Now somebody else is here. Okay. Coming back, remember this is the main living room. And then you come through here. This is one of the bedrooms. So both the bedrooms are pretty big. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but they're like 10 by 11, 11 by 11, that kind of thing. Now I got a line out front because nobody shows up all the time. Okay. So this closet's a little bigger than the other closet on the other side, but decent sized closet. Good, again, it's a good room. The high ceiling makes it feel really big, very 1930s with the sloped. It's nice. It's nice. Not a ton of natural light. Okay, coming down the hallway, going to the bathroom. So obviously this has been redone. It's in great shape. No tub, but a shower. Okay. Toilet's nice and new and updated. Windows new. Okay, coming back. So this room they're staging as the master. It's got the two windows there. You don't have to, you don't have somebody looking down in here rather. And this is to the backyard, so that's nice. Okay, coming around, and here's the other closet. Okay, so not the biggest closet. I see why the former owner was using the other room, but this room is still good size. I'd say 11 by 11 easily. Easily. It's bigger than most of these rooms in these older houses. And again, you have the personality of the curvature there and the drywall and molding and everything. It's nice. The color's nice too, that green. So this is like a linen closet, drawers. Okay. Again, back into the main areas here. We'll go duck into the backyard real quick. Okay. All right, coming outside. So the backyard's nice. It definitely is not small or disappoints in any sort of layout, right? You have this tree. I guess the seller was a little older. She's a little worried, so she reinforced it. That's what you're seeing there with that. It was professionally done, apparently. Plenty of grass, these pavers, brick. Down here is what they're calling a dog run, but it's just kind of a nice big side yard. Sorry, of course this guy's blowing his yard right when I'm doing this. So you do have the apartment building right there. The listing agent claims they've never really had issues with that apartment building. It does feel pretty quiet. I drove over there. It's pretty quiet and clean from my observations, and it is kind of tucked back there. But they do have a view into the backyard from that one unit there, right? So you do want to consider that. Again, since I've been here, I haven't seen anybody, and it's not like people out there smoking cigarettes. It's pretty quiet. I drove over there and it looked pretty clean. Yard's great. I don't think you'd have any issues with the yard. Got this nice brick back porch. New concrete all the way through. Garage is nice and clean with some storage. You could park a car in here. You might even be able to get two, depending on what kind of car it was. Storage is great. Okay, most agents just pull right up and park in the driveway. You gotta love it. Driveway's great. I mean, Leo and Addie can seriously have a lot of fun right here just playing out here, because you'd have the gate closed, so they'd have the whole yard and this whole run here. So for playing catch or bikes, you know, toys, really a lot of options. And then you could park 3-4 cars here, no problem. Look, she's on her phone too, see? It's funny. And this gate does automatically swing open. So there's a room there to that's that front, very first room that you walk into. This is that suggested stage dining room. Access under the house. The house looks good from the outside. I mean, it's stucco, it's freshly painted. Roof looks okay. They did have a report on both of those. Roses, always a good sign. I don't know if I mentioned on the video, but the sewer line apparently was replaced and it's all copper, which is nice. So yeah, it's a cute house for sure. I'm liking the vibes. Here's the outside one more time. Again, you can kind of see that apartment building, right? But we're right on the, we're right on the border of the Fab 40s. So, it's hard to speak on, what the demographics with the apartment building would be, or kind of like who lives there, who doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely got a little bit of a quiet vibe to it, if you will. All right, lock the back door there. One more time in this room. Closet right there. Water heater. Kitchen. Coming back out. I mean, it's nice. The hardwood floors are classy. Decent amount of natural light all the way through here. It's got fresh paint. And both the bedrooms, I cannot stress enough, are good sized bedrooms. Are definitely good sized bedrooms. This is a nice room. I can see why you would use this room as your kind of main sleeping area. It's got that kind of feel to it. Bathroom. Remember, no tub, but a nice shower. Okay. Yeah. This is a great room too. Nice and cozy and safe back here. Apartments are all the way on the other side. So that's not a 2-story. This isn't a 2-story. Closet. Okay, I'll pick up the video outside and do the front.